Yeah. What's really happening in Miami, what they do. Just like I've been promising y'all, man, I'm finna bring y'all some of the most grinding, the most hardworking, you know what I mean? Some of the real go-getters out of Miami, from down south to all the way to Carol City, man. And today, I'm just gonna give y'all a little hint, man. Down south, what they do. Man, y'all welcome in 1/3 of grind mode, chaos, what they do.
What they do, OG.
Man,
We
thanks
here.
for having me. Have a seat, King.
We
Have
here.
a seat. Yeah,
I'm honored. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
It's go time, man.
Man, it's a long time coming. We've been networking since I was in Atlanta, man, but we here now.
We here. Let's talk more action. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's good, man? We here. I'm in the line. Let me tell you something. When I leave here, I want to take one of these home, man, because first off, I'm a Leo. So that's why I was rubbing on these lines earlier.
I hope you feel, because we laid the red carpet out for you, bro.
Man,
we laid the red carpet out. This is a VIP treatment. But you deserve it though. You deserve it, bro. You've been putting that work in, man. You've been holding down south.
Appreciate
down, man. What part of down south you from?
I'm from Richmond Heights, man. Before that, I was in P. Ryan and man, down south home, man. Richmond Heights, P. Ryan, Goulds, Florida City, Homestead, Modella, Naranja. Hey, man, anything on that US 1 line, South Miami, Coconut Grove, that's all me, man.
Say, well,
they in a place I ain't got no relative down there on that whole US 1 line, so salute to y'all. We don't get enough credit.
Man, listen, man, I just had the pleasure recently, interviewing one of the up and comers. I mean, already stamped though, Mike Smith. You know what I mean?
That's
so
family.
I've been down. What they do been coming down south. We've been making sure we make our rounds, and that's what we finna do, man. We finna just revamp Miami, bring that unity together, man. Right. So I'm gonna jump right into it, man. I've been getting on my journalist tip, man. My team been telling me, OG, stick to the script, stick to the, you know what I'm saying, the question, asking what the people want to know, man, right?
I'm here for it.
So before I ask you this, I'm gonna just let you know, the OG, as you already know, the OG was gone for most of the time that y'all was doing y'all thing, but it ain't that I didn't hear about y'all, because from the joint, we know what's going on out here.
Yeah, y'all hear first, if anything.
Yeah, we definitely know. I definitely was hearing about y'all. So the first thing that people want to know, right? Because it's two tracks that y'all made that really had the clubs jumping, right?
Right.
So you probably know what ones I'm finna ask you. As 1/3 of grind mode, right?
Yeah.
What was your personal role in creating I'm So High and Ecstasy?
The most important role is the role. You know what I'm saying? You got the musical side, but sometimes people got to understand there's a history behind something, and people don't. A lot of people know this. A lot of people don't, because every time I do an interview, you got to remind the new people or the different fans that are unaware. So you right by asking me that. That's a good question, actually, because down south, like I said originally, like we the countryside of Miami. We the side that they don't say that, oh yeah, that's Dade, that's Miami Dade. We the unforgotten stepchild. You know what I'm saying? So down south, we had a lot of dances, you know what I'm saying, that fell by the wayside, and that's what kind of led into this whole I'm So High situation. I'm So High came first, and I kept seeing this dance called South Miami Juke, South Dade Juke, however you want to put it. And I say, man, I ain't finna let that dance fall by the wayside, man, because I did a lot of street music. A lot of people that know me from down south, they know me from my hood side or my street side. But when you coming from Miami, just like the JT Money's, the trick that we party, man. This is a city you party in.
Right.
We tough. The same person that you might say booty shaking and dancing, man, you might get shot in the club, man, out the club if you play with him the wrong way.
Right.
So I always got to remind people that visit our city, man, don't take that guy lightly, boy. He might be coming here to blow off some steam right now, but don't get that man in the parking lot. You might don't make it home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we party, man, like, and in the nature of the JT Monies, the Tulai crews, the Gucci Crew 2s, and all them that came before me, I always love paying homage to that dance music, because that's us, bro.
Right.
So that South Miami Juke dance didn't have a dance to it. A lot of people don't know this too, like Trick had that Bet That song at that time. And you know, we the kings, down south, we the kings of like speeding up music. Whether it's Broward all the way to the Keys, we speed up music, and then nigga with juking to that, but then they don't, you got to keep in mind too, and I'm sorry for being long-winded, OG.
Nah, you all right. Take your time.
A lot of these components, because it's not a one-way answer to your question. You gotta think, in that mind frame, that's Molly time. That's ecstasy time. Like,
Right.
so people that's dancing fast, they popping Molly and shit like that. And I used to go to a lot of after-hour clubs too now. So I always used to hear them like, and they biting their tongue because they on the pill.
Right.
Ain't no perk 30s yet.
Right.
They on ecstasy. I don't do drugs.
Right.
You heard me? Like, that's a whole nother conversation, or a whole nother question. But I kept seeing it in the after hours and then the jits and the teenagers, they mimicking the ones that's on pills. So they made the dance better.
Right, okay.
So then So I comes about because Gorilla Tech, shout out to Gorilla Tech, the producer on the, he get up with my people that's in the group with me, McCleasy, and they stuck to the script. Like, man, we need to do something like what he talking about with that type of vibe. And then a whole movement came from that. You know what I'm saying?
That what's up, man. And like you say, man, the kids always take something and put their thing on it, especially Miami kids, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to the kids for always bringing that youthfulness to whatever we got going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like that. I like that. So we're gonna get right into the next question, right?
Yeah.
Did you bring any unique flavor or vision to the track? Like that same two tracks, what did Chaos, you personally, like brought to that track? Like your part of it?
I kept our identity on it. So when you hear how I rap, you hear Miami, you hear down south, you hear that I've been hanging in Opalaka, you know that I got family in Liberty City, and I'm an offspring of all this, bro. So, and I'm still a Trick Daddy baby, a little brother, a JT Money offspring. Like, man, I came watching them guys. You heard me? Like, so I ain't that far from that Luke tree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one thing I know, like after when I was doing the Mike Smith interview, he gave Trick his props too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shout out to Trick, man, all day long, man. You know what I mean? Trick definitely, you know what I mean, kept us, you know, after, like you say, took the banner from Luke them and pushed us on firm from JT Money them and kept us going forward. But you know, Mike Smith seen it from a different aspect. He was like, man, he used to watch Trick be active with them hands and everything on the block.
I've been active with him as I've been the little homie. Like, I didn't meet Trick on some rap shit. I was the little, like I always been a pistol toter. I always been the one in the cut. Ain't no Pooh Shiesty mask in the air. I'm just in the dark over here. So if something, you know what I'm saying? Like, things get too wild. Like, me and my young guys, I used to have a little clique called Zoo Crew that all of us was like, cause we from the zoo, we from Richmond Heights. And we live right by the zoo, so it's like Zoo Crew. So anytime Trick would go to like the skating ring, Super Wheels and all that shit, like all of us was kind of connected. So my homeboys, like me and Trick got dead homies together. Jeff Jones, Chuck Dallas. Like, we got literally dead homies together. He's older than me, but he like an OG to me. So just like Mike is younger than me. So he another step younger than me. So it's like I'm right there kind of under Trick, but I'm round Trick all the time because he let me be around him. But I wasn't I was rapping, but I wasn't like, oh yeah, let me take Chaos to the studio. It wasn't until years later. That's why he's on the song Ecstasy.
I'm not even, the next question, I'm not even gonna go to the paper. They're gonna get me again. I'm gonna go off the script.
It don't matter, go ahead.
But because, you know what they do is a nonprofit, and we definitely always be loving to push towards the kids, right? So I would always like to try to, you know my story too, because that's how we connected. I always wanted to know, like, how from the streets, from toting the guns, like you say, and doing what you're doing, like, and led to the music. What led you from the streets into the music?
Man, this music shit saved my life, because it don't matter where you from, it matter what you seeing, what your vision is, and what God bless you with a vision. You hear me? You could be a blind man as long as you got a vision. You understand what I'm saying? I learned that. I'm a grandma's baby, like, you know, like, I know you from the crack era, I'm from the heroin baby era. That's exactly what I am.
No, I'm from the heroin. I'm from the heroin.
From the same era.
I grew up in the crack era, but I'm from the heroin baby era. In my book,
but I'm still saying it with respect. Because some of us, I'm gonna take you back now. At that time when we were shorties, it's like that was something that we kind of hid. That was something that we wasn't so proud of. Now I say it with pride because
you overcame it.
Yeah, we beat that. We beat that chapter, and you know what I'm saying. But when my mama was hitting up that. Yeah, man, it's like, damn, I'm still telling people, oh, no, she diabetic. she
Right.
you know what I'm saying,
Right.
taking that insulin. But truth is like, man, my mama arm look like Popeye. Like
So-
she had so many holes and shit like that. So all those different parts of my life, being a Section 8 baby, being on welfare, coming from that real struggle, like I ain't want that. You heard me? So like I wasn't never good at sports. I played on it because my grandma tried to keep me out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was just like, I always had a way with words. I don't care if we on the bus, like you talk shit about my shoes and my, nigga, I could kill you alone with my mouth just, nigga, I could see something wrong with any nigga when we on a school bus or out there on a basketball court. I'm gonna find something wrong with your ass. I'm gonna make you have to throw them hands. And you had to back it up. Like you
Right.
can't just, cause sometimes niggas feel like, damn, I talk that shit about a nigga. Okay, boom. So I started doing poetry because I like the Tupac, I like all the greats and all the Rakims and all that. But then I just was like, that was like my therapy. Me
Right.
writing was therapy.
I get it.
And my mama, before she died, she kept pressing me on like, man, you gotta get them feelings out. You walk around, you be angry. You always like popping off on people. Like, people can't even look at my mama the wrong way and I'm gonna punch in your shit. Like,
Right,
I came from, we ain't doing all that talking. This era do a lot of talking and shooting.
right.
We come from that era like, you really gotta put a nigga to sleep. Like,
Right.
So the writing led to me saying, damn, like when I started sharing it with people or got to high school and I started like in the cafeteria, we beating on tables and shit like that. I don't know if they do that now, but we were doing that and people gave me more credit than I gave myself. And I was like, yeah, that shit cool, but
I don't think they got to beat on tables no more with the technology now. You can
Yeah.
download the app
Yeah.
and the beat be already there.
They got
you know what I
band
mean?
lab and
But I
all
know
that.
what you mean
Yeah,
though, because
yeah,
we used to be on the lockers in the hallways.
or they got a pen
the
and they
beat
just
bopping.
tap it. Yo, they
Yeah.
tapping in the cafeteria.
Right.
And we the loud ones. And then believability has always been something that my original fans they flocked to me because they like, damn, he really one of us.
Right.
And my OGs from my hood, like even to this day, the ones that's alive, they like, damn, you made us proud.
Right.
It feel good to go back down south and they say, damn, you made us proud.
Man,
And I kept doing it. And I was making my little street money. And I didn't see a way to make it out doing music. I'm gonna just be real. I was making money in the street, so I ain't really see how that was gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dog, ain't no way in the world like them rappers really make money. I'm all right where I'm at. But then I was surrounded around a bunch of people that's like, damn, you one of the ones that can make it if you was consistent, you took it serious.
Right.
So I started, just like how you just changed,
Right.
and you went from freestyle a lot of stuff and then coming up the top of the head, but now you on paper.
Right.
That's what I had people doing with me. Like, bruh, instead of coming in the studio and freestyling, man, you need to write something, bruh. Hegel a beat, and the rest is history.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I heard you mention a lot of the OGs. Who was some of the OGs out your hood, right? Coming up and down south. I know a few of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't name them, then I name the ones that I knew that kind of like stood out. You just a little shout out to the OGs, man. 'Cause, you know, I'm an OG.
I mean, even the ones that just passed away that I named from like the Jeff Jones, that was one of the first ones that was on a loop dancing video. But you got people like Cat Rock, Catman, Slap Rock, Noonie, Tron, who got killed in Atlanta running from the police, jumped off a bridge. That's me and Trick Homeboy jumped off a bridge trying to run from the police because he was like a fugitive for like, you know what I'm saying, something else.
Right.
Went to Atlanta, laid low, police stopped him, jumped off the bridge and missed the water.
Damn.
And just hit the rocks, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that Noonie, like it's a lot of people that's from my neck of the woods, dog, that just, like, they proud, bro. They honestly proud, bro. And I ain't even know they were proud. Like, but sometimes when I come back around to see them, like, you know what I'm saying, Yellow Cliff, who just got murdered 2 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ed, who in a wheelchair right now, they used to be around me and Trick. Like, dog, these people that watch me grow up, like, I was the little runner. I was the little one went and got their snacks.
Okay.
Watched they bomb on the farm when
yeah.
You heard me? So it's
quarter
like,
boy.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Quarter head type boy.
But I've always played my position. I don't care if I was water boy or I was the manager.
Right.
I could play any position that you put me in humbly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I just had to get me one off man. Because I love showing respect to the OGs. Because I know in our era, you know, the OGs that was around, they was something to look up to because they were putting back into the community for, as you know, making sure, jokers, if they ain't have shoes for school
Right.
or cleats for football practice.
They handled that.
Or whatever, they handled that. Wasn't no such
Right.
thing as lights going off in the hood
Nah.
I remember the report card line. So
Yeah.
shout out to all the real OGs, man, that was a part of that era, man.
Right.
Nowadays, we see guys pulling out the hood and not owning anything. So, that's why I tote this white towel a lot, man, letting them know the game is dead, man. The
Right.
street life dead. I encourage the young kids to, if like you did when you was coming up.
Right.
If you like poetry, get into the music industry. If you like sports, get into sports. Whatever it is, man, that you could be great at,
Right.
go ahead and pursue that. So let's get into stay to the script so I don't get that much smoke from everybody, right? I'm trying to get the journalist thing down, man.
Yeah, you gonna get it. Everything.
Well, so the
comes with play.
dynamics of the group, right? Working on these 2 songs. How did you what was the hunger? What was the fuel like the energy inside the studio like when y'all got in the studio, to make them tracks right there? Take us in that. Explain that to how that process go.
Originally, man, like I was solo, and I already had my name was solidified where I'm from. Like Chaos always been my name. That was my nickname that my mama gave me, and you know what I'm saying. It was something that my grandma real geeky. She from Swainsboro, Georgia, Statesboro, Georgia, so. She's super geeky, super country, and she could never say chaos because she always put a D on the end because of how she talks. She like, oh, you always in trouble at school causing all that chaos. And I'm like, what the hell is chaos? But since she used to be trying to be funny, saying what my mama would say about me, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, like, I kept going, doing my thing, and freaking the name that I had down south doing music, I started going to open mics. Man, shout out to Larry Dawg, man. The comedian Larry Dawg from down here, true legend. If y'all don't know who Street Dog is, Larry Dawg, man, go look him up. So I started going to open mics. Miami Pipeline up here, El Palacio, and Roman Pub, Tuckers. There wasn't an open mic that I wasn't at. I ain't care about being down south. I would come to that bitch. Miramar, top of Broward, like that's how I started moving around. So when I got with Grind Mode, it was way more than us. It was like 7, 8 of us at first. And at that time, I had already separated myself from a lot of artists that were from Miami because here's another part that people don't understand. I always been on the publicity side, publication side and the media outlet side. So that's why I'm saying I respect what you, we'll talk about that too. I respect what you're doing because this is needed. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This is needed. At one point, I was just a rapper. Well, I ain't gonna say just a rapper. At one part, like, my original fan base was niggas from my hood and throughout, around my hoods and ghouls and P. Ryan and all that want to see me win.
Right.
Because I was one of them.
Right.
So then, because I was in all the clubs and I always around celebrities because I had what celebrities needed or they wanted. So I was their way to come on the other side of the bridge sometimes to get what they need, I don't care if it was women or whatever the case may be, or stuff that they needed. So then I would supply them, take care of that, but I would always have access to the Snoop Dogs and Birdmans and stuff like that. I'm just a little nigga learning. So then my homegirl was like, listen, I'm doing a magazine. You don't even understand. You walk in all these clubs. Dewberry, God rest the dead, Dewberry had got killed. This one of our OGs too, from our hood. One of the biggest promoters down south. You know what I'm saying? But I started being around him a lot more, passing out flyers and all that, and I got to see the inner workings of the city. See,
right.
I'm one of them, I don't mind sweating. I don't know about this era right now. They just click my link rappers and all that. I come from that era, you got to get out and sell CDs or whatever the case may be, and we didn't have a real underground. You had to build it. You know what I'm saying? So to get to the Grind Mode part, I got to say, I started doing the magazine situation with my homegirl. We got an office on 168 by Colonial on like the east side of P. Ryan. And when we did that, it opened me up to a whole nother avenue of artists and stuff like that was on the underground saying, damn, they got a magazine, because I got tired of saying, damn, it's hard to get in Ozone Magazine, Source Magazine, Murder Dog, all the big magazines that's going to prison.
Right.
It was hard to get in there and it was too expensive. So we made a Dollar Tree version.
Okay.
For people to say, well, damn, it cost, man, it ain't number $1,000 get on the cover at 800, but shoot me 800. Boom. So we started building it up, 5,000 issues every other month we were dropping. Lo and behold, because I got these relationships, I'm getting celebrities to hold the magazine. Everybody from Farrakhan, literally Farrakhan, all the way to Suge Knight. I'm talking about, I'm in all these places, bro. Snoop Dogg, whoever you could think of, I had them holding the Grind magazine. And that's why I'm telling you, I respect what you're doing because you gotta build it up.
Right.
The fans start seeing that and saying, well, damn, I know he rap, but this nigga on a magazine too?
Right.
So it put me on a higher level than the average rapper.
Business part of it.
Right. Then I start interviewing people. Before I get to that, because I'm gonna get back to the Grind mode situation. I gave T-Pain his first cover. That was a breaking point for me because T-Pain was on his way up and I would always catch artists on their way up.
Right. My
eye was like an A&R eye. So I'd be like, damn, gave DJ Khaled and K Fox one of their first covers on their way up. Nobody even knew what DJ Khaled looked like. Lo and behold, now I'm looking back at it now, that's history that's being made. But at that time, I'm just like trying to find a way in. So now publicists, record labels, all them people saying, this Grind magazine that's in Miami, like, we got to do business with them.
Right.
So now that's creating business. It's creating, I'm the plug now. Oh, damn, we finna come to Miami. Because ain't no Instagram, MySpace new, and YouTube a baby. Imagine that. YouTube was a baby. You heard me? People didn't go to, and the word viral didn't exist yet.
Okay.
I'm giving you real history now.
Right. Before the internet.
Yeah, the internet just born now, but we don't know how to use it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, when that happened with the magazine, we was the internet. So now I would dedicate a whole page to DJs every month. DJ Crunch one, DJ this, DJ that, da. So the DJs fell in love, like, damn, this how we get our shine on. Cause he come to the after hours, he come to Rolex, Coco, I'm everywhere, bro. And I get in free. So everybody winning. So I go in there and then I start selling my magazines on 183rd and 441, right in traffic, bro. And then the respect went back up. I'm in a whole black environment saying, damn, we got a magazine out here. This a real, like, publication. It ain't no cheap pages, glossy, real expensive. And then the advertisement money funded me to do interviews on the beach. This guy had this network called crib.tv. Ain't nobody, vlogging don't exist, podcast don't, all this right here, I did it before anybody did it on the beach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep saying this, that I really respect what you're doing because I know where it's about to go. So if y'all ain't on this show right here and y'all ain't tapped into him yet, you better hurry up because today's prices ain't gonna be tomorrow's prices. It's gonna change, bro. I'm telling you.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this because I really want to be quiet because after what you said and what I've been doing since I came home from prison, like I literally would be working a job and have my books behind, you know what I mean, behind me and be, cause I would people from the joint that like, boy, you need to get, connected and get people to hold your book. So I went that route, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still, so I understand grind mode now.
Yeah.
I understand what grind mode.
It ain't just a name,
but
it's a lifestyle.
I just want y'all to hear this, man. It's to the young people that's out here that's trying to push whatever it is you're trying to push. When people like this man here is talking, we listen. Y'all know the OG. I done looked at it and critiqued myself. Like, man, you talking too much on it. Let the other people you interviewing. It's not about you.
Right.
And I just wanted to let you know that, man. Like, this one of the first interviews where I'm just listening. And ever since I plugged in with you, it's like you've been taking me places and putting me in position. The first time you brought me out, you had me in the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing like this about the second time I really done been in a studio setting. That's why the red carpet is out for you, man.
Appreciate
That's
it,
why the royal chairs are out for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you still grinding.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening. I'm a student today.
Yeah, but
I'm a student.
With the magazine, led to the web show, and then boom, pop off. Over 1 million viewers a month. This is what I'm doing. It was called internet TV. It ain't called vlogging yet. It ain't called podcast. It was called internet TV. And it was a certain amount of bandwidth that you would have. Now that leveled me up again. Now this when I started getting Orlando Brown, Flow Rider, one of his first interviews like this. I'm talking about these guys couldn't even get on shows yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Briscoe done been on people like Toro, God rest their dead. Bizzle. Man, I got interviews with people that are dead and gone to the great beyond. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what I was doing and I was feeling my way through the dog.
Right.
But I just know that, damn, I made this work. No different than how you be talking about your businesses. Oh, damn, I got this business, and this business gonna feed this business, and then we're gonna level up, and then this gonna feed it.
Right.
That's what I was doing. But I didn't know it then. I just knew that whatever I'm kind of moving with, I don't wanna stay stuck with it. I could rap whenever I want. I stayed being an artist, but then I'm like, damn, the magazine done became successful in the music industry. It's like a little gold mine to the people that's in New York because now they need me. Right. See, that's the one thing I wanna say to artists, I'm gonna get back to the topic is, create something that somebody needs. Because see, a lot of artists, they get out here, and this one thing that irritates me about artists. They act like you need them.
Right.
How the audacity of your lazy ass walking up to somebody like Rick Ross or like somebody like Drake or Kendrick Lamar, hey, I got this hot song. Boy, you need to jump on it. Man, that man already got 50,000 hits and you ain't got but 0. And you gonna talk to him like...
But you just spoke of artists too, now. The ones you named, even though they're on another level, they're artists too.
Yeah.
So it applies to everybody now when it comes to artists.
But it's a way to do things. You gotta see what that guy needs.
Right, so right. I get your point. I get your point. But I just wanted to point out that even though that's the little guy and that's the big guy, both of them artists, because I done seen artists, right? Mm-hmm. And we know, and that's what I want artists to know, right? And this is why the platform ain't just artists based. Right. Not what they do, you know what I mean? Right. Because today's, like you just say, this person right here may be down here today, right? And then the next day, you know what I'm saying? And with artists, you know, you can have a track, right? And then I just seen Megan Thee Stallion when her situation came, she dropped out a bunch of hot girls. Something after that track that went up. Right. I'm reading them. I studied the industry because I knew I wanted in it. I looked up, she in a dispute by, you know, I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? You know, so woo type stuff going on, right? So what I'm saying is artists need to realize that you may have to come right back through the cycle again to get so platforms, relationships. One thing I hear you kept saying is relationships. I'm finna be quiet now. I just wanted to point that out to our young artists. I mean, young artists. You know what I'm saying? That's grinding. That needs to hear this. This is why I invited you on, man. You the source. You the source. Go ahead, brother.
Some of these things that people don't understand, like my face so clean and so Gucci. It's like my face to get me indoors that a check won't even get you in. Right. You could pay somebody more and you still can't get in. The keys I've acquired over time, right? You can't compete with that, bro. Like, I don't care how many diamonds or VVS's you got in your bracelet. You can't touch me because I built a relationship with you along the way back up. Because I done had my ups and downs. I done came from the projects, been a millionaire, been almost homeless, came back, and guess what? God had me smiling the whole time.
Right, the process.
The process, bro. Like, I never, like, shitting on nobody on, whether I was high or low, I was always, even when I ain't had bread, bro, I was taking people with me. Right. When grind mode took off, and we gonna get back to that, when grind mode took off, I still was taking the dump riders and saying, hey, we got a show in Pensacola, under surveillance, Buster Free, we going to Orlando, man, y'all slide, Bizzle, slide. Like, I'm taking people with me. I can't pay you. But dog, I'ma have the promoter get an extra room. All y'all gonna have to act like y'all in the chain gang. Y'all just gonna have to make beds on the floor, bro.
It sound like that Miami talk. It get greater later.
Yeah, so you gotta
greater later.
You gotta thug it out. So, you know, lo and behold, man, that magazine helped, the web show helped, and all that. You know, by the time I got into the group, it was just like it was a bunch of artists in there. But then I ain't never liked groups because there was too many personalities and egos, and everything that I had built up by myself, and I know I'm serious. I don't want to be in no group full of guys that's worrying about hoes or clowns or he an alcoholic and he can't stay out of jail. I ain't had time for that. So I told them off the rip, like, if y'all ain't gonna take this serious, bro, ain't no need for me being there. So I did songs with them guys, and everything, I'm gonna say this, everything I've ever done, because my other nickname is Grind. Like, people see me grind all the time. So you see Grind Magazine, Grind Time TV, then you got Grind Mode because damn, he always grinded. You got Respect My Grind TV, because I got a TV show. Everything, all my fans know that anything I've ever done has always had the word grinding because that's really who I am. Chaos is just one thing. That was me in the street. I was wild. But then my auntie was like, listen, you could take something bad and make it good. So everybody's saying chaos is something negative. Make it something good, man, because you always talking to these kids in the projects. You sit down, you call the police out on their shit, make them meet you. I done made the police meet me in the project. Hey, Call your little guys, and then we're gonna meet and I'm gonna call my little guys and hear that y'all feel like y'all got a problem with them. We're gonna do the ceasefire, but I want you to listen to what they got to say. I want you to understand why they walk around with an attitude and all that, because they ain't got no food in their stomach. They ain't got no food in their refrigerator.
Can I interject this part right here? Because I don't want to lose this thought. Your auntie said some powerful word when she said, take that chaos and make it something good. It reminds me of saying that, shout out to one of our lost legends, pioneers. I'm finna take us into history, young folks.
Right.
John Lewis said, you know what I'm saying, was a politician. He said that good trouble.
Right.
Sound like chaos, make it some good trouble.
That's what it is.
That sound like
and every word means something. So it really means like if you spell out my name and say created to have an abundance of success.
Right.
That's really what it means. It ain't just people hear that and they oh yeah, da, da, da. Especially the older people, they're like, why your name? Da, da, da. You don't seem like that. I say, man, it's been a long road.
Right.
You heard me? Like you getting the finished product or part of the finished product.
Right.
But God's still working on me.
So outside the industry, right, man, you got so many things. Like you just sitting here listening to you, and being able to, do all those things like you said, like the magazine,
right?
You know what I mean? The TV, the shows, and the promoting, and
right.
How did that? Like, how was you able to do all those things in 24 hours, man? Like, that sounds like a lot of stuff, and just keep connected. And a family man, all that played.
A lot of that was scheduling, man. Listen, I stayed in Dollar Tree and I stayed in a little place where I could get me a $1 composition book. I'm my granddaddy grandson for real. Like he always had stacks and stacks of composition book, like he in prison or something, and you go through them and you just see the day to day. And it keep me on track like, damn, okay, today I need to focus more on a magazine because I got a deadline. So I can't go to the studio this week, guy. Yeah, like I put it down.
Paper.
Yeah, man, I put it down.
Another lesson, y'all. Another lesson, man.
I don't care if you got it in
school open today, man.
Right. I don't care if you got it in your iPad or your notes in your iPhone or something like that. You always should be. Don't let the day, because I'm telling you, it's just like they say, idle mind is the devil workshop. Man, you got too much free time. The devil gonna help you figure out what to do with it. So you gotta plan it tomorrow and the next day. And whatever I don't get done today, that's cool. That was my schedule.
Right.
You heard me?
Right.
So if I had 10 things on a sheet of paper and I only got 3 done, guess what? I suck it up, I pray to God, I meditate. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to get these 3 done and the next 7 things done. And then slowly but surely, just like what we said before, put a brick down every day. That 365 bricks, that's a whole wall. That's the foundation of a house or efficiency. But guess what? You still got more done than somebody laying on the couch just running their mouth.
I hope a lot of y'all that's watching this interview and watching this, I hope that, like myself, we taking these tips, man, because a lot of people, they'll see the finished product and not know about the process or not know, like what you just said is a jewel.
Right.
From thoughts to paper.
Right.
Like that's a habit that's gonna get you to win.
Right.
So we in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give? You done gave us a whole bunch of advice to a young artist or a young entrepreneur that's trying to break through some of the things that's challenges in Miami, period, particularly Miami, challenges in Miami. What kind of advice you would give them in the process of going through that there, man, to win?
Man, they got to figure out what worked for them and what don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be nobody else. It's only one of you. And that's what I was kind of good at. I only could use myself as an example. Like, I just found out where my crowd was, where my people were at, where the people that relate to me, and I keep feeding them. You can't take your food truck full of barbecue and post up in front of the gym. You ain't gonna do so good. Because them people want, you know what I'm saying, wheat and herbs and, you know what I'm saying?
Make it make sense.
Smoothies and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to go to where you need to be at. And that's what the assignment is. Like when God called you to say, well, dang, you chosen to speak to these kind of people. I don't care how many Book of Eli deserts you got to walk through. You're going to have to find where them people at. And then once you do it, it's going to see like, damn, it's so easy for Boss Man D-Lo to get to this crowd. It's so easy for Jeezy to get to this crowd. But look, the backpack rapper, like a Lupe Fiasco, he got 1 billion people that like him. I'm just giving you an example because he found where they was at. And now they all flocking to him. You know what I'm saying? What's that crowd that's a ball greasy crowd, that might not be my crowd. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, now, I'm finna get to the meat of the interview.
Go ahead.
What Chaos, the man, is looking to achieve, from this interview, from what's going on with Chaos, the man, the artist, the business person. What's going on with you today, 2025? Because we got like less than a week left going into 2025. We might always say it's here, but we not gonna be ungrateful. God let us see 2025.
Right.
What can your fans, your supporters expect out of Chaos going forward, man? What you got on the table? What you cooking with? What's going on with you today?
I got some younger artists I'm working with, you know what I'm saying? Still dealing with the Kawop situation. He doing his thing. Mr. Florida is about to be a blessing and a breath of fresh air, man. I'm putting some dollars on that because I feel like we got to get back to dancing. We got to get back to that feel good music, and I feel like he could do it. And I've been in the studio with him lately working. I'm finna jump my TV show back off again because I took a little break. I lost my old girl last year, man. Like,
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I lost my biological mother when I was younger, but my grandmother raised me, so that's my mother, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't nothing but a year in with just like her going to the great beyond. And, that's what God wrote into the plan, so we just got to live with it here, and I just got to take all them same lessons that she gave me and apply.
You got to make her proud.
Platform. Yeah, like, but one thing I can say about that, man, like, out of everybody I lost, that's the first time I ever got closure in my life. For her to, look me in my eyes and say, what, I'm so proud of you, man, because a lot of people doubt it. A lot of people try to put you in, statistically say, oh, yeah, you weren't going to live to see 18. Oh, you was a preemie baby. It's like everybody kept trying to speak, but you kept fighting and getting it. For me to cook for my mama at my house and her to see that, and we came from nothing, dog, I'm good, bruh. I never got to be a gazillionaire, none of that. I ain't even got to be successful with nothing else. That's enough for me, bro. Like, that was all the validation I need for her to give me closure, because I never got real closure from, like, nobody else that died. Either they got killed or accident or whatever. For her to say, man, I'm so proud of you, man. Like, I'm leaving, but I want to leave you with this. Like, you did a very good job, and I know God proud of you. I'm proud of you, and you stood the test of time to really beat the odds, and you broke a lot of curses along the way. Like, look at your kids. I got to see your kids. I got to see how big your house is.
Right.
Grandma
like did.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know I'm leaving here with, like, now you got to do the same thing for your kids, grandkids, great. Man, I couldn't live better. Like, it was a breath of fresh air.
Right.
But it's still like, it hurt. But I'm like, I never got that. I told my people.
She resting.
Yeah,
Like,
man, man, and just to get her the best home going, and for the last couple of years, she ain't had no bills because I did what I needed to do to make sure she was just like that burden was man, listen, that's the end game right there, to just make sure everybody around me satisfied. So I'm a father of 4 sons, man. I want to make sure all my kids good and they got businesses in their name. I don't even want them going to college, man. So that's another part of what I'm working on now. I showed you some things in the studio. My brother, man, who's a real God lover and a now I can add world traveler,
right,
to see him go from being an inmate and traveling the world, bro.
That's the brother you put me on the phone with, man. Hey, for those of y'all, man, this ain't no by chance interview, right? Let me make this clear, right?
Go ahead.
I've been wanting to let the people know how I came in connection with you, man, since I've been out doing the work. You know what I mean? You've been hearing my message online. Right. I got a platform on TikTok called The Village.
Right.
And like we gravitated through social media, connected from the same hometown. I just want to give you, you know what I mean, respect and show you some love and appreciation right now on camera. Cause since I tied into you, man, I recently, those who follow me seen that you had me speak at the school with the 5,000 role models, man. That made my mama that's still here today proud. You know what I mean? Coming from where I come from, man. If nothing else that I achieve, when I'm able to do the things like that, when what we and you do off camera, you know what I mean, in that position to save them young kids from going. If y'all don't know about 5,000 role models, man, you definitely need to support that organization, helping these young brothers, you know what I mean, giving them a role model, giving them, and we need all walks of life. That's why my platform is called The Village. We need all of us, man, not just rappers, not just lawyers. I'm talking about convicts, ex-convicts, you know what I'm saying? Everybody involved in trying to change the direction that our young people are heading out here in these streets, man. That's really my passion, you know what I mean? Any success that I achieve from what they do,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It will definitely be put back into that's why I came home and I told you that.
Yeah.
I also want to thank you for like the connections that you are bringing me into, man. Know what I mean? On camera, man. Like, and you don't have to do that. Like it's like you reaching back and you pulling somebody up that you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want the people to know what. Know what I mean? That's the type of man you are. Know what I mean? Like you spoke about being at both of us. We came from toting guns. We came from, you know what I mean, having situated with parents that got high type situations. We come from the bottom. Miami is the bottom.
Yeah.
We need more example of us. My biggest support and fan base is in prison.
Right.
Guys in bottom prison, like keep on jig, man, keep on jig, because I give them hope.
Right.
That they don't have to continue, you know what I'm saying, go back and out of prison, man. So I don't want to be long-winded either.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure before this interview over with, man, that I get that out to you, man, on camera. You know what I mean? I know I tell you that often, man, for open doors. That, like you say, that a check can't get me through.
Yeah.
You definitely doing that, man. But
then to add on what you say, I don't want to spend too far. Like, I don't want to go on the 836 or the 826. I want to stay right here in this lane and say, dog, like, I'm proud of you, man. Like, man, there's a lot of people that talk, man, but just like what I said before we even started, every time me and you talk, we end up on a whole nother flow. Every single time, bro.
Right, yeah, you definitely been working.
You can show the goals all you want, man. You need to be showing them way more. Because there's a lot of people that run their mouth, but they don't be active, bro. Like, whether they got motion or they don't got motion, they don't be active. So this podcast is important. And I do a lot of interviews, but I took a little break because, you know, like what I told you about my old girl. But now I'm back out here and I want to end my year the right way with somebody that I got hard for, bro, because I see you working and this is important, like, and more important than you even know because, dog, like you, just like how you say, it ain't even really about the artist. Like, man, everybody interview artists, but for the fact that you even put it in your mind, that's why I gave you the backstory of the Grind magazine and my TV show and stuff like that, because I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, not that it ain't competing or comparing, it's just saying like, this is why I honor you.
Right.
This is why I respect what you do because I've done it, and now I want to see it be done greater because look how fast you're going. The growth of your podcast is like, I'm like, bro, he just got home this morning.
Right.
It's somebody right now laying on their baby mama couch talking about what they about to do. Oh yeah, man, my podcast gonna be bigger than what they do. And they ain't even went and got a job at public shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how they gonna fund it. You ain't waiting on nothing. You done got certified with the whole non-for-profit. Look at what you done did.
Right.
You got so many accolades on your own, like, and I'm like, and with the team situation, man, it ain't easy to do what you do, man. So, man, hats off to you, man, and hats off to this platform.
Appreciate you,
This
man.
ain't gonna be the last time y'all see me on here, God willingly. Man, if he write it in the pages and
I want some of your artists. I want some. No, this ain't.
Oh yeah, we bringing all.
You know, this the platform for everybody. Like we got some. Y'all see us run it back, man. Like I want to break like your young people on here. I want to blow them up.
Yeah.
And like you saying, man, like it ain't just about the artists, man. It's about I want to get the South, man. Somebody been telling me, man, get on South man Larry because you looking at man, South game is when I just paid $100 for 2 cups of South.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to invest in the South game, man. And that's Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Miami.
So Miami, right?
Yeah.
So I want the world to know what we got to offer because we've been offering, but ain't nobody been making telling them that we need that credit. I want our kids to get the credit for what they're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We spoke earlier in the interview how our kids take the dance and run it into, you know what I'm saying, something else. I want our kids to believe, you know what I'm saying, and know that, like even the guys in the joint, I want them to believe, like, bro, we be in the joint and we have good ideas and we get out here and then challenges get in front of us and we resort right back to, you know what I mean, the easy route out. I'm not doing that no more. Right. I've been locked up my whole life. I'm pushing forward. I tell my team, you know, that's the part, like you just said, it takes a team, because I was doing it at first by myself. But I tell my team, nah, man, we too far to turn back. You know what I'm saying? It's like in the desert, like ain't no but water ahead of us. You know what I mean? If we stop, we dead. Right. If we turn back, we dead. You know what I mean? Right. We got to go to the water. That's what they gonna do, man. We going forward, and you ain't the only one been telling us like, gee, this is what we need down here, right? We need a Miami base.
Necessary,
you know what I'm saying? A voice for the people, for the streets, and that's what's going on, man.
And you don't know how much knowledge that you transferring out to the world too, man. There's more than one way to hit it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man. and I can't wait to see what the 3rd year do and the 9th year do, and you know what I'm saying? Now we here, but then you got a journalist out there rolling loud interviewing while you interviewing red carpet artists over
I got
here.
some plans for Rolling Loud.
Man.
Rolling Loud, I'm giving y'all a forewarning right now, Rolling Loud. I've been telling y'all, and I know you mentioned somebody earlier that I want you to help me get to, man. And I'm gonna shout him out right now, boy. That boy, what his name is now? You just mentioned him. He got that. Watch a real nigga boogie.
Oh,
watch
yeah,
a real
yeah,
nigga
yeah.
boogie.
Busta Free, that's
Busta
easy.
Free, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I follow you, Busta Free, and I heard what you said in one of your, and I liked it. I liked the post.
Right.
A lot of times, I definitely follow a lot of artists. Y'all gotta forgive me, cause I've been gone. I don't know all the young people like I want, but I want to get to know them,
Yeah.
and I want them to know that they supposed to be way up where they trying to get at, man. Because
slide.
Miami done brought a whole lot to this table, man.
Yeah.
We done brought. I'm gonna keep saying it, and I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who get mad. Miami is not getting enough credit to what we have brought to hip hop.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? From day one. I was arguing that in the joints to New York cats. I know they say hip hop was created in New York, and I be telling them, listen, we ain't missed a beat. When we go back in the history, I'm old enough to tell you. When Ronnie MC was out, Sade was out. When I say if hip hop want to really get critical with it or whatever, they want to get technical with it, man, everybody owe Luke. Know what I'm saying, son? Cause he the reason you can say what the fuck you want to say.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? On the tape. Know what I'm saying?
Fought about it too and won.
And fought, went to the Supreme Court. So you can never write Miami out the chapter of hip hop.
Right.
Know what I mean? But I don't see enough millionaires out of Miami. I see a lot of our sounds. People come down here and party.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? They'll take our dance, like Shamar dance. I keep saying it. I don't care who don't like it.
That was
Shamar dance.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing but throw up your set.
Yeah.
And it's going viral, going everywhere.
Yeah.
Our young kids should have got credit for that.
Yeah.
No shade to, no discredit to Shamar or whoever, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I watch Future. You know what I mean? And I got an angle on how Future came down here and mingled with our homeboys down here. North Miami stand up, LT them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got something working with LT to get the story out. like Future, a lot of people were broke out of Miami.
Right.
And went, and a lot of our style, our lingo from the stick, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff came from Miami. That's us.
Yeah.
And I want credit for it, you know what I mean? Not me, but the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what else we continue to do for the hip hop game.
Yeah, we've been robbed. We've been robbed a lot.
I think we allowing it though.
Yeah.
We allowing it because we not unified down here. Before you go, I'm talking about Rolling Loud Pacific, a Miami hub. I don't know who run Rolling Loud, but I'm going to say it so loud, you're going to have to come sit down with OG and explain it to me, man, why we got artists like Ball Greasy. Shout out to Major 9, who I'm finna definitely, he already gave me his word that he's coming on and holler at the OG and sit down. I want to learn more because I'm a fan of his music.
Right.
Why Major 9, Ball Greasy, who else? Like my Iceberg. There's so many of them. I could keep going. That's hot. You know what I mean? Mike Smith. That why they wasn't highlighting after all these years. Rolling Loud was in the city. It's something we could do about that.
Right.
It's something Miami could do about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because people come to Miami to get a Miami experience.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So they come to Miami, even once they leave that venue, they come to our spot to see how Miami party. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what they do want to do, man. We want to change that part of the game, man, when it comes to giving credit where it's due. And I want to get these artists on here and get their opinion, personal opinion, what they think the struggle is and how we could fix it.
Right.
Not to bring no division.
Right.
How we could together work together. We got to bound together and do like the West Coast connection and go on tour on our own.
Right.
Because the world fucks with Miami, man.
Big time.
They fuck with Miami.
Big time.
So I just want, but let me ask you one question. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to ask you the question that I asked everybody that's been coming on before. That's why I said 2025 down there. What they do for 2025 chaos. What they do, man. What you think going on? What you got going on?
Man,
you already said somewhat, but where you see yourself in the end game?
Whatever I tell them, man, like, I want to get back on this clothing line thing because I'm real expressive on that. I got the clothing line situation. I got the rental cars. I do that. I want to get more into the acting. I had put out a movie, shout out Curtis Ballard, a movie called Baghdad. We did over 1 million views on YouTube. I feel like we need to be the one-stop shop for everything from movies, the podcasts, the media outlets. I don't care what it is. Like, when you come to our city, you gotta spend money, man. They gotta go back to the old days. Like, you can't come in our house and just, you know what I'm saying, get what you want out of our refrigerator. You ain't gonna tip nothing, you ain't gonna leave nothing. You just gonna knock our women down. You know what I'm saying? Get our visuals, look at our beautiful scenes. It's almost becoming like a baby Africa. How you look at our motherland and look at how they done dug and tore our whole motherland apart.
Till ain't but a shell of the country.
So everybody in there should have benefited in some type of way.
Right.
And
more millionaires.
Africans, man, billionaires.
More
Africans
billionaires in Miami.
Yeah,
more millionaires, more billionaires in Miami.
So that's
That's
a problem that I have, man. I see a lot of the dysfunction here, man. So I just want to be a part of whatever movement is gonna keep moving. Music, I'm still on that. Writing, I'm still on that. I'm on that. But I feel like to bring it back, to swing it back, that you had said something about, like, I feel like we need to do that round table situation again. You had Ali Zoe up here, man, not to even like nudge at that, but I like a lot of stuff. Like, he get a lot of ridicule, but I like a lot of stuff that Ali Zoe is doing and saying. I just want to see you active. You understand?
He active now.
No, he active, but I'm saying active how I feel like if this was once a month, we was all in here, and Ali Zoe was in here, and all the OGs was on there, and we got different eras of chapters of OGs. And we really have an open discussion and a round table, and we got catering in here, and we really have a boss mob conversation, respectfully, to see what Ali Zoe really want to happen. I don't like, cause you know what it is, I ain't trying to pick on him. I'm just saying, this is the first time I seen him, you, and several other people that are dissatisfied with what y'all thought Miami was gonna be while y'all was gone.
Right,
now watch this. Now y'all done went and fought the war, you back home, and now the village look crazy. I feel offended. I'm telling you I do, because we should be on a whole nother level. Now we got the little, the two levels down, these little jitterbugs, doing and saying whatever. What are you about to put back in here? It's almost like a fraternity. You can't be in no fraternity, do all this stomping with gold boots or red and white canes and not still put money back in the house. So that's what I'm saying about not to call out no Ali Zoe. I'm saying I want to see what the next move is. Can we get a meeting in January or something like that, or February,
right.
and we sit around and then voice what our issues is, and then start coming up, heck of the problems, heck of the solutions. We ain't just gonna be bickering and getting on podcasts and complaining. Like, because that turns into what you just said. We don't want no division. We want to make it look like you can't even, a plane can't land. And you don't talk to Ali Zoe or his partner or OG or the OG number 2, number 3, number 4. You gotta, there's a certain thing on your itinerary that you need to be on this show. If you're gonna fly to our city and you're gonna do this, that, drink champs, whatever the case may be, but you still gotta do his show. You still gotta do mine. You still gotta go to down south to deal with Mike Smith. Podcast, right or wrong.
Right, Mike Smith doing some things with it. I love, like I was watching Mike Smith the other day, and that what he got about spin the block, ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's so creative. Shout out to Mike Smith again with that, man. We so creative, and being from the bottom and grinding like us, we so used to have to always reinvent shit. Like Miami starts shit, right?
Right.
But to say what you said, no, but I'm saying I love what you just said. Like not emphasis, just I feel like we do need to get together and sit down and get behind all, because people, right now I'm seeing Miami stories, and I be big on the stories too. The series are selling. Right. Like I hate that. What bothered me, you speak about me going away and coming back to Miami. I've been saying this since I came home, like we lost our identity. I was telling my team today on our way just back from one of our locations, I'm like, I'm used to seeing Bronx at every light. Yeah. Like I'm used to seeing like now all of a sudden the Bronx only come out like car shows. But not only that, like I'm used to seeing Bronx every day at the light, and like niggas like the money ain't in the streets. Yeah. But I know it's here.
Yeah, it is.
I know it's here, but it don't seem like, no. And then like I think Miami guys too, we flashy, but we ain't. But we, you know what I mean? What I mean by that there is like, we so trained not to get on the internet and show it or get because we so much corny shit going on the internet.
Right.
You know what I mean? And some of the shit making Miami look bad.
Yeah,
some of that, like that's why I try to get and be neutral with a platform, regardless of what the beef is. Because we got these kids watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I ain't with all the smoke, man, bro. Like in the day, I done enough time. And I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm gonna be straight up with you, Chaos.
Yeah.
I done smelt enough nigga ass.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? In there farting and shit with cellies and shit, right?
Yeah.
Cause the nigga on 23-1, a lockdown.
Right.
I done laid up around niggas snoring all motherfucking night. I done ate too many motherfucking Roman noodles. Right. I made a personal promise to myself. I get out there, God, let me back out out here, you know what I mean? And I get a taste of lamb chop and crab legs and shit again. Some of that sauce I was telling you about. I don't eat the pork sauce. I eat the chicken sauce. You know what I mean? Turkey leg sauce. And they done took the sauce game and sauced it up. Now they got seafood sauce. If I get back out here, I'll never let one of these niggas trick me off the streets again, man.
Right.
And if I get out here, I came home trying to bring some code and structure to stop the snitching.
Yeah.
Then I realized, hey, man, they don't care nothing about if a nigga told or not.
It's a different
These niggas, like I done seen niggas that really told. As long as they got a bag, they get a pass. So I'm like, why would I promote that to the kids? Like, you know what I mean? Because I know it's hard to tell them. I can't talk for New York, Chicago, Detroit. But to tell a young Miami nigga something, you gotta be helping put something on the table.
Right.
Help him feed his mom and them, help him feed his grandma. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I knew that coming home, it was gonna be hard trying to convert a kid from without no shine, without no help with the celebrities or people that they look up to get out there, you know what I'm saying, and do the work with the kid, because that's what I'm motivated by. Yeah. Keeping these kids from killing themselves and going to prison, right? So hear me out. Right. So when I came and looked, and I wanted to bring the code. That's why you see on my title, protector of the code. And I'm always I say I got to lay off that. For the first 2 years, I was getting sponsored. I'm not going to get nowhere with the stop the snitching. Because these rappers, they'll put it in a verse. Yeah. But you won't get there. I put the challenge out there. If a rapper that's a part of a big label, put a stop the snitching shirt on. And put it in your video and see if that label lets you push that message. It ain't gonna happen. Nah. But you can put it in a verse and make it seem like you bought that, and majority of them, when they get jammed up, you been a whole street nigga for all this time. Right. See, I know paperwork. Right. You ain't fooling me. Right. And who it fit, it applies. I know red flags, I done read paperwork. You can't have a career criminal background and get 14 months. I'm watching NBA young boy and all this. I ain't gotta see your paperwork. You can't be a banger, cause I'm a career criminal. Right. So I know when them fellas, ain't no but 2 felonies make you a career criminal. Right. So a lot of y'all that's getting these deals and coming out and people quit, but I know that the world don't care about snitching no more.
They know it's different.
So the new message is to the kids, between technology and the culture of why do 10 and tell on a friend, what they do podcast, especially my young kids in Miami, don't get in the car. Yeah. Don't commit no crime, because between them cameras on everywhere, ain't no more BMF runs, man. I don't give a fuck what the series look like.
It's over.
Ain't no more BMF runs, ain't no more Miami Boy runs. Right. But we could go back and make the money off the series, because it's entertainment now. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what the OG been saying. That's what me and you been working. We got a lot of work to do, man. A lot. Like you told me, man, since we done hooked up, we ain't stopped. Nah. We ain't stopped. You know what I mean? And I just want to let you know, you do got this platform, and everybody that's pushing that type of message or want to get this our platform. Right. This our, we finna win, Miami. That money is here. Right. Ain't no more complaining, ain't no pocket watching nobody, and like they kind of tell me, nobody OOG, ain't nobody on me now. I'm getting me some of it. Yeah. And if you fucking with what they do, we want to blow you up if you want something, man. Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm about, bro. Man, appreciate you. I know your time is money, and I know you got a lot of shit going on, but I thank you, man, once again for the lessons that I learned today, because grind mode is what I'm in. Yeah. You said it was 80 y'all at the beginning, drop down to 3. It's 4 of y'all now, or 2 of y'all now. Because OG is part of grind mode. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? The extended grind mode, you part of what they do. Yeah. And together we gonna put all them differences aside, all our homeboys going through. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you like one of my homeboys that's no longer here, and one of the ones that a lot of knew was a boogeyman, shot the Lil Willie man from over town. One of Lil Willie's favorite words was, and he used to keep that pistol right here, him and my cousin Flake, right? They used to say, you niggas ain't ready to die. And a lot of you niggas don't want to go to prison. So the best thing to do, man, is all that social media, internet beef, man. Enjoy these motherfucking crab legs. This pussy a nigga eating out here.
Right.
This money we getting out here.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? And leave all that dry snitching and shit on the internet alone, man.
Yeah.
And get to the paper, man. Ali Zoe, he brought a lot of attention back to the streets, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chip, man. I don't give a fuck who like it or not, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The emphasis is on us right now.
Right.
We could capitalize off this shit. I want to work with all you niggas, man. Put that bullshit aside, boy.
And I don't like to be misunderstood. The only reason I even brought Chip up is because, watch this, it was somebody that put up a picture of, it was about 25 of us in a room. They wanted me to come to a meeting, and it was a bunch of us. I'm talking about all the different eras. I'm talking about from POD, Piccolo, all us was in a room in Liberty City. This happened soon as the pandemic happened. I want to say 2021. Somebody posted that picture. And you know what one of the last things I said in that meeting is the same thing I threw at you and Alizo, is to say, let's put dates on it. That's what I told them, me and POD, God rest the dead now. God rest the dead. Anybody who was in that room, he like, KL, why you gotta say it like that? I said, because I want dates. See, we'll talk till we blue in the face. POD is no longer with us. That's not a shot. It ain't a flex. I was trying to tell him whether he hear me not in the great beyond. I was trying to say, because we ain't argue. I just was saying, like, bro, before we walk out this meeting, let's set the next date. Guess who ain't here? Vito, no shade. It's 5 people. Watch this. Vito, man. It's 5 people that was in that room that are deceased right now. We never set a date. So Teddy T, YD, all of them that was in that room, bro, remember when I said that, and look, we haven't had a date since. So now let's work on a date.
What they do.
And get a room.
To all like y'all, what they do.
And we get in here and get crab legs.
I got the spot for us.
Yes.
I got the spot for us. We pull up. We exclusive area, man. We could sit down.
Easy.
I've been here. I heard Ball Beezy say, Miami, we need a meeting. Right. I done heard y'all say we need a meeting, man. I know Ball gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we do need that meeting, man, because our kids watching, and we Miami niggas, man. We don't beef on no internet. We don't beef with all that there, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't look corny like that. That ain't no good look. I ain't like the feedback with the gunplay and the shooting at Ali, talking about who don't know. We nigga know who Chip is, man, regardless, you know what I'm saying? I watch one thing about me. And I just did I just spent 3 years in Atlanta, and I always emphasize on how I watch them niggas network. Them niggas ain't on that shit. Them niggas getting to the ends, man, down there in Atlanta with that networking, man. Yeah. Miami, we falling short with the networking. And that shit is crazy, man.
Right.
Like Miami motherfuckers going to support other podcasts, getting them the ratings and the views, and knowing that when you need to break your music, you need to come back to a podcast, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got respect for you taking your time out. Fucking with what I'm doing, man. You know what I mean? The streets, like, motherfuckers say don't owe me nothing. Nigga, I ain't never asked to be in the streets, man. Get my book pressure. I ain't never asked to be in the street. I ain't never asked to be a heroin baby. I ain't never asked to be, not have to have school clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of Miami, Liberty City, man. The project, I'm talking about, the Hampton houses, nigga. Fuck, talking about the poking beans. Shout out to the beans, too. But I'm out the Hampton houses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brown sub, man. You know what I'm talking about? I know what it is, the bag, grocery, pump, gas, man. Go to the red, white, and blue, man. I've been buying my school clothes since 11. Man, let me stop motherfucking talking, man. Get my book, man.
Get the book. I bought mine. He didn't give me shit. Man. He did not get
this money together, man.
And if he gave it to me, I ain't want it. I tell him, you can check your cash out. I paid for mine.
You bought more than one.
Nah, because we got to keep the money back. Yeah, I bought more than one because I want to put money back in the house. Right. You got to keep the money coming back to the, man, listen, keep the money circulating.
The series of the book and all that coming, man, that's what the OG got planned. Hey, y'all might always get used to me, man. I gave up. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but I was just telling him I had a career. Executive protection, working with some big time people behind. That's why y'all see on my page behind the stage. I was running stages. That's why I was meeting a lot of. I heard somebody shout, "Yeah, I've been backstage." Dealing with something I ain't gonna name drop because y'all could go on my page and see what I've been backstage with and working with politicians and everything. Right. I turned all that down to come back to Miami, man, because this matter to me, man. Our kids matter to me, and this my passion right here. I don't like what I'm seeing in Miami when I'm talking about ain't enough millionaires down here from where I come from the bottom, from the street, from the poker beans, from Brown Sub, nigga, from down south P. Ryan, know what I mean? From Lil Haiti, from North Miami. I'm talking about the hood. I ain't talking about across the bridge. I want to see us with some more mom and pop stores like when I was running the streets.
Right.
Hey, man, Chaos, man.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Man, thanks for letting me be part of grind mode. I'm going to represent. I ain't going to stop. We boots on the ground. We going to do this again. We going to double back, man, with your artists, though, next time.
Definitely. That's easy work, man. Grind Mode Chaos, look it up on all social media platforms, man. You already know what it is, man.
Give it to them one more time, man. Where y'all can find that?
Grind Mode Chaos is one word, man. If you could Google it, it's going to come up. You know, some people say Google me, and it don't come up. Nah, you Google me, a bunch gonna come up, you hear me?
Right, man. We did it again, man. Red carpet treatment, not for everybody, man, but for one of the real Miami legends, man. Chaos, man.
Already.
Grind Mode.